just about set for a start. Happy to have you with us, and we are underway here on Thursday Night Primetime. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24.
Patriots take over first and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
Play action. May sliding out of the pocket. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. That's a pickup of 11 and a first down on their first offensive play.
Partner, the good ones have a clock running in their head, okay? Because it says something like this. I've got this many seconds to find a target. After that, I have to tuck it and try and get some yardage on this first down snap. He doesn't just get some yards, though. He gets a big gain, and they'll come right back with another 1st and 10.
A carry here for Trevion Henderson. And he fights forward for a modest 2-yard gain, 2nd down. The Patriots have 0-3 here to begin the campaign. And you hate to have to say it this early in the season, but getting close to must-win time, is it not?
And I totally understand why you expressed it that way, because it's so early in the season, it feels like hyperbole. But I think you are spot on this one. Yes, there's still time to turn things around, but they've got to start to win right now if they have any hopes of trying to make the playoffs.
This throw taken in by Isaiah Likely. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. The gain of 5. And now it's 3rd and 3. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. From the gun on 3rd down is May. And the Chargers rush is going to get there. Down he goes. Well-timed effort there by Derwin James. A sack from his safety position.
It always helps for a visiting team to come in and set the tone on defense. In fact, when we talked with them prior to the game, they said they wanted this home crowd. They feel like they had to hide their valuables when they were in town.
Well, the home crowd quiet now early. See if their offense can take over and get some points on the board. He punted 4 times in the loss last week as he gets this one away here. Here comes Rager. A nice return that time, gets 12 yards back. And it'll be Charger football here as they take over. Herbert going to lead up the Chargers here, 1st and 10 at the 33-yard line. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Nowhere to go for Herbert, and he's going to go down. Milton Williams, the defensive tackle, getting in there for a loss of 5. Got to assume this defense will be charging again here. It's 2nd and 15. Now Herbert with it, looking to pass. He'll get this complete to Trey Harris. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk at the 45. 18 big yards on that one, and a Charger first.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target. He's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from, and said, I know how to beat that, and that's what he did.
Robert Spillane, the linebacker, there on the tackle.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
2nd and 5. From the 50, here's Herbert. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A gain there of 21 yards.
And it's a real luxury when you have a guy who can turn a short throw into a solid gain at any moment. Once he caught that ball, he ID'd where the open grass was and got there in a hurry to pick up a new set of downs for his offense.
On 1st down, hits Hampton. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. When we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot, he had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
Out of the gun, Herbert. He'll check this one down to Hampton. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. The Chargers passing game rolling a bit here. They've got another first. Charles, Thursday night game. I think a lot of teams probably say shrink the playbook somewhat. Is that correct?
I think you're right about that because you just don't have the amount of time that you have in a normal week to put in a full playbook. So as you said, you shrink the playbook, pick out the plays that work best for you. You know what else you're looking for? Who are the freshest guys coming off the last game to play on a Thursday night? Guys have a little extra pep in their step. You go to them early and often.
Yet another completion here on this opening drive, and he's now perfect 4 of 4 to start. Pretty solid execution here.
And how about how everyone's handled their nerves? Because you know what it's like to start a ball game. You're so amped up and ready to go, and sometimes the execution isn't there. They've been flawless so far. Well drilled, well prepared, and excited to start this game.
That's good for a 1st down, his 2nd catch of the opening drive.
1st and goal, Chargers.
Harris running straight ahead. And he's going to get him about 3 yards closer. He's down to about the 2.
Najee Harris, well built for work down here near the end zone. That's a nice job there to hold him up. But I doubt we've seen the last of him on this drive.
From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. Herbert. And this will be caught in the end zone for a Chargers touchdown. Tyler Conklin, his 1st touchdown on the year. And the Chargers put the night's first points on the board as they take the early lead. An ideal start for them, really. You force the punt, and then you go down and score.
And you've got to see a fist pump on the sideline from the head coach, don't you? Because he's turned into his bench, and he's telling his team, this is how we prepare. Force the punt, go downfield and score. I told you guys, it's just like a boxer in the gym preparing for the fight. Now we get to turn it all loose.
So after the touchdown, here's Dicker out to kick this one off. No run back here for Jones, a touchback.
The Patriots take over 1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. Over on the sideline, hoping to hit that reset button between possessions. Last time out, they had to punt it away. This time, hoping to finish this thing off in the end zone. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. 1st down yardage on the first play of the drive, 14 yards.
For a lot of guys playing this game, there's no better feeling than running right through a tackle. He's able to lower his center of gravity and churn his legs for a really nice pickup.
They'll go back to Henderson on 1st down. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down. But you talk about the defense for these Chargers. They've been a very good unit against the pass, defending at 5th best in the league.
And I'm struggling a little bit trying to really categorize this crew. They're top 10 in the league against the pass, but the bottom half of the league in sacking the quarterback. That doesn't make sense. Imagine if this group ever put pressure on the QB, they'd easily move into the top 5.
They'll get only 3 there, so it leaves them with a 3rd and 7 ahead.
But that's what you're looking for when you want to throw the ball downfield. You want one of those guys who can play out on the perimeter, can play out wide, who can not only get open, but when they're covered, can uncover themselves downfield and create catches.
So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. Start of the second quarter from Foxborough. It's the homestanding Patriots with the football as they've got it with a 3rd down coming up. Here's May. And this pass broken up. The contact well timed there, and now 4th down.
From a defensive perspective, they had exactly what you want anytime they want to throw the football. There was pressure on the quarterback. They were getting after him, and they tightened down on the receivers and forced the incompletion.
Here's Bryce Behringer on now to punt.
For the Patriots.
Yeah, there's a work of art right there. Out of bounds at the 2-yard line.
That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
From that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb. The Charger drive about to get going. And they come into this one off the loss over the weekend. But you say if you're going to play a Thursday night game, this is the week to do it.
It certainly is, because you get right back out there. You don't have time to dwell on things. And look, your game plan is going to be a little more limited, but so is theirs. So that's when you just appeal to your top players, guys. You make plays in this one, we out-execute it, we could walk away with a win. Well, not a game that you're going to go crazy about, but when you start at your own 2-yard line, any type of space is good for the offensive guys.
Yeah, you just can't go backwards from here. They did it. Now we'll see if they can keep it on schedule here on 2nd down. 2nd and 9. Here's Herbert. That's complete. It's Ladd McCoy. And he's taken down, but able to get this up to the 20-yard line. So the previous play, a big help, as now they'll have it 1st and 10 up at the 20.
Cap.
Rager, the man in motion. Herbert going to give to Hampton. Across midfield. And finally brought down at the 31-yard line. 55 yards rushing for him now. He's only carried the ball 4 times. What a big run there to get out from the shadow of their own end zone. The defense is probably thinking, hey, let's pin him deep. Not the case.
You're exactly right. When I played, we used to have a defensive coordinator in these situations who would call the defense and tag onto it, get a safety, push them back. And sometimes you overcommit on defense, and it worked against them in this play. Offense worked it out very, very well.
He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And that's going to bring up 2nd down.
All
defense is worried that whenever anyone catches the ball, has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it can turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
Now it's Herbert. He'll dump this off to Hampton, complete. 2 yards on the pickup there. And this will wind up being a 3rd and 3.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. But linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering. What a nice play he made there in the open field.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And for the moment, this will be a 1st down. But we have a marker on the field. Let's see if this stands. And this 3rd down looking very tough after the holding penalty. 3rd and long. Here's Herbert. And this one finds McCoy. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. A big play there as they get the conversion on 3rd and 13.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
To the air again, Herbert. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. And this is going to be incomplete.
That play call wasn't there for them against that coverage. So they're going to spin the dial now in their play book and come up with one more shot at the marker to try and keep this series going.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have him looking at 3rd and 10. Justin Herbert looking to pass. And this is caught. He's got it. Touchdown, L.A. Lad McConkey, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Chargers go coast to coast and finish the drive off with 6 points. Extra point up and good by Dicker. And that'll make the score 14-0. Now after the Dicker field goal, he's back out ready to send it away. And that'll be a little too hot to handle as it will skip through the end zone for a touchback here. New England with a 1st down as they begin the drive. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of the team. You want to make sure that they stay positive. At the same time, you're wondering, how are we going to move the football? What do we have on this play sheet that can work? Get back to basics is usually your answer. And make sure you find the guy who can move the ball fastest for you if you just get it in his hands.
Yeah, still 2nd quarter. You get points on the board here. I think you're feeling okay. They'll throw with May. He's got it complete to Stephon Diggs. And he just falls short down at the 1-yard line. Big play there for New England. And even 40 yards.
And that might be exactly what they needed to wake up this home crowd. They haven't given them much to cheer for so far. And never underestimate the effect the home crowd with you can have on a game.
Henderson. And he will make his way back to where he started from, and that's all. As we will make our way to the 2-minute warning. 2 minutes to play, 1st half. It's 14-0. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down. To throw, it's May. And that's going to be caught for a Patriot touchdown. A 1-yard touchdown reception. And the Patriots have got it back to within a score. The The PAT good. It would draw him closer, but hold on just a second. A flag is down on the field, and they'll accept that penalty.
To kick off for New England.
After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. And he'll wisely just take a knee here. This ball will come out to the 30-yard line. Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 at their 35-yard line. Slot man moves right. Herbert now. He gets it to Johnston. And they got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. They'll send the tight end in motion. They'll work inside here. Hampton. An excellent job of finding the opening as he's got this now all the way down to the 22. Back-to-back good plays. Have him on the move on 1st down. Back to throw here. Herbert. That's complete to his running back, Hampton. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch. And it'll be 2nd down.
Now that's the type of play that gives you a chance to win. Nothing forced downfield where you don't have a guy open. Swing it out to the back, and maybe even check it down, whatever you want to call it. Gain of 5. You're just trying to get 4 on 1st down. They're ahead of the chains now.
They hand this off to Harris. And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. That one goes for 16 yards. It sets him up 1st and goal.
Partner, if you want more carries, I think we saw how you get him. Showed that he's got the fresh legs, and he picked up the 1st down on that run. Don't just ask for him. Show him that you're supposed to get the football.
Set. Line. Set.
Now a shotgun snap as they look to throw. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. 2nd down and goal. Herbert. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
It's always tough trying to keep your guy upright when he's trying to throw the football. When you're dealing with those big, bad guys on the defensive front, it's even tougher. And this time, those guys on the opposite side won the battle, getting to the quarterback and knocking him into an incompletion.
And the question now, can the Patriot defense hold firm again on 3rd and goal? Back to throw. Herbert. Touchdown, Chargers. Omari and Hampton as the 1st half is winding down. And the Chargers will extend their lead here just before halftime. Extra point up and good by Dicker. And it's now 21-7. So not much time to speak of remaining in this 1st half as the kick's away. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, will just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25.
At their own 35-yard line.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. And with time quickly fading here in the 2nd quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
He'll dump this down to Stevenson. Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts. as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half.
I know it was a gain, but you have to sense probably a little bit of disappointment there, because when it's out there in open space, I think they expect to get more out of a play, don't you?
Especially when you're getting it to your guy out of the backfield. You're expecting him to be able to create something, be a little more shifty.
Yeah, no doubt about it. Good open field tackling held it to an okay gain. That was an interesting look there, because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
They'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds.
Yeah, these are the types of plays they're going to need to hit on if they're going to get back into this game. It hasn't been the greatest of first halves, but this is a nice throw here on third down, and they keep the drive going.
So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. And now we'll get a late timeout as it comes in the waning moments of quarter number 2. So even though it's first down, here's the field goal unit on now to try to get 3 before halftime. And this will be called officially a 66-yard attempt. And I don't think this has the carry. It does not. It's no good. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. So the Chargers will start the second half with the lead and the football as we're underway in the third quarter. And no fireworks to start the half. This will be a touchback. The Charger drive about to get going. And they've got the lead, CD. What do you expect from them in this second half?
Well, I like what they were able to do on the ground in the first half, because they had a lot of success running the ball, and I certainly think we'll see more of that. But I keep an eye on that defense, and I think their coaches up in the box will do the exact same thing.
And he's in for a Charger touchdown. Omarion Hampton with his second touchdown of the night. And the Chargers come right out of the locker room and score here in the opening minute of the third quarter. Extra point up and good by Dicker. And the lead down to 3 touchdowns at 21. Here's Dicker now as he'll send this one away. And they'll let that one go as it skips through the back of the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
New England with a first down as they begin the drive. Here's Gibson to start the drive. And he's swallowed up right near the line of scrimmage. Credited with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
If they want to start getting back into this game, it behooves them to get better on first down.
Yeah, certainly not what they were looking for there out of the opening play of this drive. Henderson running straight ahead. And getting this just shy of midfield. They'll spot it at the 49.
That's good for the Patriots.
A quick throw taken in by Diggs. From the 48-yard line, here's a 2nd and 7.
To number 8, Stephon Diggs. A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7 at the Chargers' 48.
Now they'll audible to something else. Out of the gun, they give to Henderson. And he'll be close to a first down at the Chargers' 43-yard line. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Henderson will try and run for the first. And he'll get it down on the play to the 37. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Gain of 6. And the Patriots first down. 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line.
side complete. That's Shelton. So give him 2 yards there on the completion, and that'll make it second down.
And 8 at the 34-yard line.
They'll run it. This is Ramondre Stevenson. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Officially no gain on the play, and they're left with a 3rd and 8.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
To the air, May. It's complete to Diggs. And this play going to be stopped in its tracks at the 32, and obviously well short of the first down.
It's 4th down.
And his kick is absolutely perfect. And it appears we have a Charger shaken up on that last play. We'll get a report when we return to Foxborough.
To kick off for New England.
After the made field goal, back out is Borregales to kick this one away. And no thought of bringing this one out. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll begin at the 35-yard line. The Charger drive about to get going.
Well, partner, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
Ball on the 36 now. Here's a 2nd down and 9.
Hey, go.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. That one completes to McCoy. And he'll go out of bounds. It appears right at the 45. That'll give him 60 yards receiving now as he's got a first down. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front, defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
Go.
On the give, this is Hampton. And a little room to maneuver there. He gets it down to about the 39. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
It's brought in by Harris. And all the way in for a Charger touchdown. Trey Harris, 39 yards. And the Chargers are able to stretch out their lead. Extra point up and good by Dicker. And they open the lead up now to 25.
Patriots 10. Cameron Dicker to kick off.
So after the touchdown, here's Dicker out to kick this one off. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line.
Their own 25-yard line.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, That is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
That's good.
So from Charger territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. Running left is Henderson. And he stopped immediately there. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
That was a particularly nice play because not only was it his job to force the play inside, he was actually able to fold inside himself and make the tackle ultimately. Very nicely done.
They run once more with Henderson. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of a yard, so it's back to 3rd and 10.
You got to figure the further they fall behind, the more you think that they'll get away from the run. They're trying to stick with it, but the results, they just aren't there.
Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he's brought to the ground with another 1st down at the Chargers' 31-yard line.
That's good for a Patriots.
Up the middle, here's Henderson. And he stopped right at the 25 after a gain of 5. From the 25, here's a 2nd down and 4.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd.
Now they'll change things up.
The 25-yard line.
From the gun to give to Henderson. And not much of a hole there as he gets it down to about the 24-yard line. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 3rd and 3.
You know that old expression, it's not my night? It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. Back now in Foxborough. A lot of folks starting to make their way to the parking lot. Their guys trail big here to begin quarter number 4. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. They'll try and throw forward with May. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Patriots come up empty on 4th down. And it'll be a turnover on downs. The Charger drive about to get going. Been a very strong performance for them, really, on both sides of the football. The turnover on downs, the most recent example, and now, obviously, they're in a great spot here.
Yeah, if you're over on the bench right now, you're shaking hands with your teammate, you're hugging him, giving him a little dap. Been a big, big performance for them. Now you just don't get careless. Take care of the ball on the way out.
Historically, this is such a tough, loud venue, but you can hear a pin drop right now. A lot of fans long gone, not used to seeing a lopsided score like this. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down. Well, their passing attack, even though that one was incomplete, has been really sharp in this one. It's resulted in a lot of touchdowns, and it looks like they're not going to stop throwing the football until the very end of this one.
Well, that will certainly make everyone involved on offense pretty happy because that gives them all a chance to pad their stats a bit. But as far as the actual need, you're not going to really just run this clock out because this one, it was over a long time ago.
Let's go.
Herbert throwing again. Over the middle, complete. That's Johnston. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays.
Tell you what, partner, the way he's been slinging it in this one, I think he should be ticketed for a baseball cap and a set of headphones for the next drive. He's been absolutely sensational. But one thing we've both learned about quarterbacks in this league, they often stay on the field longer than you expect.
Go.
Now a 1st down carry for Harris. Yeah, good work there in open space. And he's got this all the way down now to the 3rd and 2. Call it a gain of 14 for the 2nd play in a row. From the 32 now. Here's 1st and 10.
Delta. Set.
They'll run again with Harris. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the fourth quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're just trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Patriots' 12-yard line.
When you have someone throwing it that well, that confidently, you don't have to call the game in fear at all, do you? You just go ahead and play.
Yep, confidence with a lead to throw it here in the fourth, and boom, he's on the money.
Yeah, you don't have to tuck your head in and go like turtle at this point. You can just go ahead and play.
Set.
Up the middle, it's Hampton. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Marcus Jones there for the tackle. You don't see that a ton, do you? With a cornerback coming over to the middle of the field to make a run tackle.
That's someone with a ton of confidence to feel like nothing is pressuring him on his side of the field. Sees that the ball's moved to the middle and just sprints over there to help out. He ends up getting the tackle. Well played.
Now Herbert with it, looking to pass. That's complete, right around the 8. 5 yards, now it's 3rd and 5.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Out of the gun, Herbert. Well, this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to.
Cameron Dicker on for the Chargers field goal.
And his kick is good. And it appears we have a Charger shaken up on that last play. So after 5 touchdowns offensively, hey, maybe it's time to get the kicker a little work, and he's able to connect there.
I love that empathetic side of you. You're worried about him getting some action, getting to be a part of the game. Well, he got in and got it done.
And he returns this to the 22.
The Patriots take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
New England with a first down as they begin the drive. And you see a lot of frustrated faces as they are inching closer to a 4th straight loss. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. A well-executed 22-yard gain.
45-yard line.
Now a handoff, Henderson. And he'll be brought down at the 50 after a gain of about 5.
Good yardage there on 1st down. Exactly what you want. Get yourself set up to keep making first downs, keep the clock running. And if they're smart, you're starting to milk the clock. No hurry before you run your 2nd down play.
Pushing his way inside the 40. And he's got this down to the 35. 66 yards rushing for him now as he's carried it 13 times.
That's good. More on Patriots. 1st and 10 at the 35-yard line.
Henderson now on 1st and 10. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. Not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Deion Henry. And the Chargers are going to take possession here at their own 33. Facing this 4th quarter deficit, felt like they had to throw the ball, and on the other side, they were ready.
No doubt about it. They're playing situational football. They look at the clock. They know the lead that they have, and all they're doing is playing pass on every down.
Playing the pass, picking it off, and now big time in the driver's seat.
The Charger drive about to get going. And after the interception, they are sitting in an even better spot with the ball in a comfortable fourth-quarter lead. And he'll fight forward on the straight-ahead running for just a couple of yards. Second down.
Brings up 2nd and 7. At the 36.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Herbert. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. Give him 7 there on the tuck and run, and they're in better shape now for third.
Set. 380. Delta. Set. Go.
And they'll let their fullback try and push the pile. And he is going to have the Chargers first down, maybe by about a yard as they find a way to convert on 3rd and inches.
I know this game's winding down and people are getting tired, and that's when you really want a big body guy running the football. But I have to tell you, watching him run it, I wonder why they don't use him more earlier in the game.
Yeah, those bigger guys here late in the game, you're trying to protect the lead, usually not as fumble prone either.
No, that is so true because they are taught, take care of the ball as you serve.
And hit behind the line. He lost the football. It's loose. And it's picked up by the Patriots. And to the 43. So down inside the 45 to the 43-yard line. That's where they'll take over. So the Patriots with a football as we get you reset. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. On the handoff, Henderson. They'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. That's good for 21 yards and a first down.
We'll definitely see some open running lanes, and he's taking advantage of it right now, but that shouldn't be a surprise. Defense has the lead. They're playing for the pass first.
Throwing here is May. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's 2nd down. Well, it just seems like all game long there hasn't been a lot of sync quarterback to wide receiver on this side of the football.
They haven't been on the same page, quarterback and receivers. Heck, they haven't been on the same grease board when you draw plays up. They haven't been on the same Surface tablet that you look at on the sidelines. Nothing's worked for them. They've got to find a way to start matching each other's movements.
On play action, May. And this is incomplete. At this point, down big, you'd have to imagine this defense are just going to sit back, blanket the field as best they can.
Yeah, this is actually the easy part of the game for them because, just as you noted, they can sit back, keep everything in front of them. But they blanketed the field the entire game using a variety of coverages.
What's that? Crazy.
Here's May. He finds his man complete. It's Shelton. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5.
First and goal at the 5-yard line.
Now flags come in. Looked like one of the Patriots might have moved. The situation changes a bit now. 1st and goal from back at the 10.
Crazy. What's that?
A give up the middle to Gibson. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. Only a yard on the pickup there. 2nd and goal.
It's a gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd and goal at the 9-yard line.
Play action. May. They'll roll him out right. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. Well, I kind of got to give him credit. Another incompletion there, yes, but he's still trying to make plays outside the pocket.
Yeah, he's been hemmed in for much of the game. How about him getting outside there? And that's what you want to see from your quarterback. He's not giving up on this game, so every other player on the field has to say to himself, I can't give up either.
To the goal line, but it's incomplete. Defensively, you look at the numbers. Another incomplete pass that we just saw, and they're under 200 yards passing for the game, so they've done their job on that side of the ball.
Yeah, recently I was actually working a game where a quarterback had a streak of 5 straight games without a 200-yard game. And that was a big talk, both in his town and amongst his team. How do we get the passing game going? So big credit to them holding them under 200 today.
Stephon Diggs. He has career touchdown number 78, tying in with both Eddie George and Frank Gifford on the all-time list. And the Patriots get a small measure of revenge as they cut into this fourth quarter deficit.
And yeah, that touchdown counts for their team, but I think it counts more for the fantasy guys, doesn't it?
Yeah, it's just something maybe positive to look at on film, but this one's over, let's be honest.
Yeah, I agree with you totally on that one.
So the Patriot offense stays out there, and they'll line up and go for two.
The Patriots will line up for a two-point conversion.
May going to try and throw for it. Rolling to his right. And they don't get it. They tried for the two-point conversion there, but unsuccessful.
Patriots 16. And the Borregales to kick off.
Following the touchdown, Borregales back out to send this one away. Out of his end zone, here comes Jalen Reagor. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
The Chargers take over first and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. And a few kneel downs should just about do it. Now, defensively, they do have all three timeouts, but very little reason to use them at this point. Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 seconds to go in the game. It's rare that a man his size can at least push forward for a yard, but they stopped him there for nothing.
You're talking about Tiny? You're talking about the little guy back
Tiny.
there? That monster. Yeah, you're exactly right. And it takes a group effort to get a guy like that down and not let him find some space. The first guy in, he's got to take one for the team, right? Because he's just waiting there and holding on for everyone else to help him out.
So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33.
First down, Los Angeles.
We'll go orange. Hey, Ray. Hold the troops right. Hey, Ram. Hey.
They're going to pass here with Herbert. Open man here is Conklin. And the Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts. And as the two teams talking over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for first and 10.
Line.
Herbert. Throw over the middle, and it's caught by Johnston. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. It's a gain of 35. So this one's over. It's in the win column for the LA Chargers. And I'll tell you what, it has not been with a whole lot of frequency over the last couple of decades or so that teams have come into New England and escaped with a victory, but that's what happened here.
It almost doesn't feel real, does it?
We've seen it so few times.
That actually happened, right? We saw it. They came out of there with a win. And on the other side, in that locker room, you know what they're saying? We didn't really lose. Time just ran out on us. That's the attitude they have because they don't see it happen very often. Not even sure how to handle it.
And you see some stunned faces heading for the exits here in New England. So for the Chargers, it'll be a 500 start as the win gets them back to 2-2. And now they'll have a few extra days before they face the Rams next week. Meanwhile, for the Patriots, they'll sink now to